Hey guys, today we're going to be learning a sandwich effect. It's a really easy and impressive card trick you can do. Gets great reactions. But before we get into the tutorial, let's look at a performance I put together earlier. Okay, so we're going to need two cards for this effect. We'll try and use the two jokers. There's one. I think the other's about halfway down this packet. Right about here. If we just give it a wave. There we go. Two jokers. We also need a selection, so let's use the two of spades. What we do, we take the two and we just lose it in the centre of the pack, like so. And this is where the jokers come in. You see, the jokers are going to help me find the selection that is now lost in the pack. We're going to do this by, we're going to put one joker on top and one joker on the bottom. And on the count of three, 1, 2, 3, you actually trap one card between them. That is your two of spades. Okay, so we can do it again. What we'll do, we'll take your two of spades and we'll just lose it in the centre of the pack once more. Now the two jokers are going to find your card again. What we do, we cut them into the centre of the pack, just like this, and if we just push them through on 1, 2, 3, you can see one card sticks out the other side. And if we take a look at that card sandwiched right between the two jokers, I think we'll find the two of spades. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, we're going to need two sandwich cards if you like. I use the two jokers. You can use two jacks, two aces, two kings, whatever you want really. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to use the two jokers in the tutorial again. And when you start the effect, you can produce these cards however you want. I think I used two colour changes to get them. Or you can just put them out on the table like this and just say we're going to use the two jokers. So once you've got those out, you just want to leave them to one side while a card is selected. So let's say the two of diamonds is selected. What you want to do is you want to control it to either the top or the bottom of the deck, depending on what production you're going to do. So I'm going to teach the trick I did in my performance. So I'm going to control this card to the bottom of the deck. Now you can do this however you want. I've just controlled it to the top there, and then I'm going to do a double undercut to get it to the bottom. Like that. Once you've got the card on the bottom, you want to bring these two sandwich cards across again, and one goes on top and one goes on the bottom. And it's important that when you do this, you don't have them squared up on the bottom. You want the bottom sandwich card to be slightly peeping over the edge of the deck like this. So if you rotate the deck so you can see the bottom, you should be able to see the selection and the back of the sandwich card underneath. What this formation is going to allow you to do is actually grip the cards with your thumb on top of the top sandwich card, and if you contact the back of this sandwich card with your index finger and the actual face of the selection with your middle finger, like that, so you can see I'm gripping this one, and this one. So you're actually gripping three cards here. If you grip all three cards, when you toss the deck into this hand like I did in the performance, it's going to actually trap the selection between the two jokers. So you can show the production of the first stage of the sandwich effect. So you've got the selection. So we'll just run through that once more. You have the card selected. You put it into the centre of the pack. Then control it to the bottom. You can use some false cuts just to convince them they're all mixed up. Still got that card on the bottom. 2 jokers, one on top, one on the bottom, slightly out jogged. Grip all 3 cards, the selection on the 2 jokers, like that. Toss to your other hand, oh dear, hard to do on camera. And show that you've trapped the selection. That's stage 1. Okay, so the next stage of the effect, what you want to do is you want to put these 3 cards on top, and you're going to be still talking about how you've trapped the selection. And so you've got these 3 cards in your right hand, the deck in your left hand now, and you want to get a break under this top card here, like that, with your pinky. Because what you're actually going to do is you're going to switch this top card for the selection in a second without them knowing. So what you can do is you can turn your wrist down while you get that break. You just push off the top card slightly and then bring it back and put your pinky underneath the card as you pull it back, like that. So you've got the break. But if you do this with your wrist down, no one notices. That's just what it looks like. So while you're doing this, you want to just be misdirecting with this hand, showing that you've got the selection between the 2 jokers. Once you've got the break, rotate this left hand back up again and leave the bottom joker on top of the deck while you rotate these like this. So now if you rotate this wrist, the selection is now face up and the joker is face down. So this is what you've got. You then grip these 2 cards in your left hand like that and readjust your grip like this. So now you're holding them in your right hand with your thumb on the selection and your index and middle fingers on the joker, which should be face down. Okay, once you're in this position, you want to come across with the joker and the 2 of diamonds, and what you're going to do is this move here. This packet's going to lift up like that, and you're going to drop these in behind. So, in slow motion, you want to use your pinky and middle and ring fingers of the left hand to push this packet up slightly. And once it's up a bit, you want the joker, which is face down in your right hand, to contact the edge, pull them up, and slide in behind. So if you do that, what you'll find is what you've actually done is switched out this card. This card here is now the 2 of diamonds, and the card between the 2 jokers is an indifferent card. We'll just run through that whole little thing again. So you've trapped their selection. Turn your wrist down, get a break while you're misdirecting. Back up, leave the joker there, rotate, holding your left hand, regrip with the right. Then push up on this packet of 2 cards here with your pinky, ring and middle fingers. Come across and contact it with the face down joker and put everything behind. So in fast motion it just looks like that. Just looks like you've flipped the cards over and they will think this is still the 2 of diamonds. Once you're in this position, you just want to lose that indifferent card in the centre of the deck and they'll think that's the selection. You then want to do what's called a sandwich load. It just looks like this. And what you've done is you've got the 2 of diamonds there in the sandwich position already. Because what you did there was when you came across with the 2 jokers, you want to leave them on top and you've got a break under the selected card here. You've just done that by turning your wrist again and doing just what we did before to get the break. So once you've put the indifferent card into the centre of the deck, you just get the break, come across with the 2 jokers and square everything up on top. So if you pick up this packet, you've got a packet of 3 cards with the 2 of diamonds on the bottom. What you do now to get the card in a sandwich position is you pull this top joker off, and for this production I'm going to do next, I like to leave it out jog slightly at the back of the packet. And you should be holding a middle grip, the 2 of diamonds and the joker back to back. So once I've slid that card off, I'll put this just above it here and then slide that joker back down. So it just looks like you've got 2 jokers here. they see this card here, but they think it's beneath this joker. They don't realise that you've actually sandwiched the card, because this is the selection. Once you're in this position, what you're going to do is, I did a one-handed cut in my performance, so if you know how to do a one-handed cut, you can just do one of them. But as you're doing it, make sure you keep hold of these two jokers here so they don't separate, because if they separate then the trick's ruined really. So you do a one-handed cut and you'll have the two jokers sticking out here, and then if you just grip the deck quite firmly and hold it tight, and as you push the two jokers through, the card will come out there, and then you can display the two of diamonds there. Okay, so if you're not comfortable with doing the one-handed cut production, or you just don't know how to do a one-handed cut, there are many other productions you can do in the sandwich effect. This is just a guideline, this tutorial. You can do different productions at any stage you want, and I'll just show you a few different productions you can do. Okay, an easy production you can do, other than the two I've already taught, is you have the sandwich card on top and the two jokers. So you do your sandwich load, where you pick up all the cards, you put one joker beneath, but this time what you want to do, you want to hold this joker underneath the packet. So we're not putting it down like we did before. This time we're taking it underneath and gripping it also in this kind of adapted middle grip. So you've got the middle finger of your right hand holding all the cards and your thumb holding all the cards. And this bottom joker is slightly out-jogged a bit. So we'll just go over that grip again. You have the two jokers on top, the selection on the bottom, you're holding it in a middle grip. You take the joker off the top and you're holding it now with your middle and thumb. All the cards held with the middle and thumb, and this bottom joker is slightly out-jogged, I guess, from the packet. You then want to readjust your grip by putting this in your left hand and holding it with your ring finger and thumb for a second, while you come over with your right hand and grip all the cards with your middle finger and thumb. And you can use your index and ring for support if you want. So once you're in this position, it looks to the spectator like you've got two jokers in your hand. They don't see this face down selection between them. So this allows for a nice production. So what you can do is you set the deck down like this, and you're going to dribble them with one hand while you dart in with this hand, separate the cards and appear to have caught the selection. So you pick up the packet and you begin to dribble it down like that, and in that motion you're going to come across with these two jokers and go like that and pull out. So what it actually looks like is something a little like this, and you can pretend you caught the spectator's card and display. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed the video, please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. And if you're wondering about the deck I used in this video, it's an Artifice 2nd edition blue, I think. I'll leave the link for you to buy this deck from Illusionist website in the description below. This has been Complete Deception, and I'll see you later.